Hello, I'm Edward Tarte, once a Catholic priest for 5 years in the 1960s, now an atheist, which means I find no credible evidence for the existence of any God. As some of you may know from other videos of mine, there is a devout Catholic lady who lives in a distant state with whom I and many of you have dialogued. She is the lady who so kindly visited me several times via Skype when I was in the hospital last September recovering from removal of my stomach cancer. Today she sent me a Facebook message that says in part, "Hi Ed, would it be possible that the following video could provide the evidence needed to persuade you to rethink the existence of God?" She sent me a link to a 22-minute video in which a Catholic monk discusses a miracle claimed by the Catholic Church about Mary, Mother of Jesus, appearing to a priest in Mexico in the year 1531. Here is a brief sampling of the video.
I want to talk about the miraculous image of Our Lady of Guadalupe. It first appeared on December 12, 1531. According to the account, an Indian named Juan Diego had been visited by the Virgin Mary numerous times. She told him to go to the bishop so that a chapel could be built, but the bishop did not believe Juan. The bishop asked Juan to tell the lady to give a sign as a proof that it was truly the Mother of God who had appeared. In response, the Virgin told Juan to gather some roses in his tilma and present them to the bishop. As he did so, the roses fell to the floor, and the image of Guadalupe was miraculously imprinted on his tilma. It still exists to this day, 479 years later, and it can be visited in Mexico. The first miraculous aspect of the image that I want to discuss concerns the lack of an undersketch or an underdrawing. Infrared photography has demonstrated that there is no undersketching or underdrawing on the image of Guadalupe. This is miraculous because, as Dr. Philip Callahan, a research biophysicist from the University of Florida, explains, quote, "It's inconceivable that an artist in the 16th century would paint a portrait without first doing a drawing on it." End quote. Making an undersketch prior to painting a portrait goes back to antiquity. Thus, the fact that we have such an exquisite image with such precise details and features, and that it appears on a rough cactus fiber, is inexplicable when we consider that there is no undersketch. The next miraculous aspect of the image of Guadalupe that I want to discuss concerns its endurance. The tilma is made of a rough cactus fiber, as I said. This kind of cloth normally disintegrates in 15 to 30 years. But the image of Guadalupe has now remained for 479 years with no fading or even hairline cracking of the face or the main image. That is miraculous.
After I watched the video, I sent the Catholic lady this return message. "I have watched the entire video. I see some evidence there, but I am skeptical because of the manifest and multitudinous evils of religion, past and present. I must evaluate any evidence that comes my way in light of other available evidence on all sides of the issue. The massive problems posed by religion and the overwhelming evidence that my rationalist and humanist position makes sense make me highly skeptical toward this and toward all alleged miracles claimed by Christian and non-Christian religions down through the centuries. If there is a God who wants to convert me, he has only to come to me, sit down with me, and discuss matters. As my 140-plus religion videos indicate, I have a multitude of questions to ask him. If it is the biblical God, whom presumably your Mary represents, there is no way that I would worship such a horribly evil monster." That was my return message to the Catholic lady. Now, to my fellow atheists, I invite you to watch that entire 22-minute video linked below. Then, The Catholic lady and I would be very interested in your reaction to it, which you can express here in the comments section. Note that comments are not allowed at the 22-minute video. To all of you, thank you for watching this video.